What if the most dangerous animals in the world never had to lay a tooth or claw on you to be deadly? In the wild, some of the most effective assassins don't need a physical fight. They don't need to be bigger, stronger, or faster. They have weapons that are way more insidious. Biological agents so potent they can take out a target from a distance, or with just a quick, accidental brush. We're counting down the animals that can kill you without ever really touching you. Coming in at number 10 is a creature you'd probably never guess. It's not a snake or a spider, it's a bird. Found in the jungles of New Guinea, the hooded pitahui is one of the world's very few poisonous birds. Its bright black and orange coloring isn't just for looks, it's a warning. This bird's feathers and skin are coated in a powerful neurotoxin. The toxin is a batrachotoxin, a potent compound the bird gets from eating specific beetles. This is the same family of toxins found in the famous poison dart frogs. The pitahui isn't going to attack you, but the danger is just there. Simply handling the bird can cause numbness and tingling. For a predator, trying to eat one could lead to paralysis and death. While no human death has been officially recorded, the toxin is so strong that getting it in a cut or ingesting it could be incredibly dangerous. It's a hands-off threat hiding in plain sight. The fact that a beautiful songbird can carry a chemical weapon is a chilling reminder of nature's hidden dangers. Next up at number 9 is a creature of incredible beauty and even greater danger, the cone snail. You can find them in the warm tropical waters of the Indo-Pacific. These marine snails have shells so intricate that people are often tempted to pick them up. That would be a fatal mistake. The cone snail is a hunter with a weapon that's both sophisticated and terrifyingly fast. It doesn't bite, it shoots a biological harpoon. This modified tooth is fired from its proboscis at incredible speed and can even go through wetsuits. The harpoon delivers a complex cocktail of hundreds of toxins called conotoxins. This venom is so potent, it can paralyze a fish in seconds. In humans, the sting might not hurt at first, but the neurotoxins get to work fast, causing paralysis, respiratory failure, and in severe cases, death. While human fatalities are considered rare, with some species, death can occur in just a few hours. And for most stings, there's no effective antivenom. It's a killer that fires a toxic missile, a perfect predator that never has to get close. Our number 8 spot goes to the undisputed master of camouflage, the stonefish. As its name suggests, this fish looks almost exactly like a rock or a piece of coral on the ocean floor where it lies in wait. But this is no ordinary rock. It's a living landmine. The stonefish doesn't hunt people. Its danger is all about defense, which makes it a perfect hands-off killer. Along its back are 13 sharp spines, each one linked to a venom gland. When an unlucky swimmer steps on it, the pressure instantly injects a dose of a powerful neurotoxin called verrucotoxin. The effect is immediate and agonizing. Victims say the pain is so excruciating, it can cause hallucinations. The venom attacks the cardiovascular and nervous systems. Without quick medical treatment and anti-venom, a sting can be fatal, although reports of death within an hour are rare. The stonefish never has to move. It just exists, and its presence is a lethal threat to anyone who accidentally gets too close. At number 7, we have a snake that has weaponized its venom in a truly spectacular way. Unlike its cousins who have to bite to kill, the spitting cobra attacks from a distance. Several species of cobra across Africa and Asia have developed this amazing and terrifying defense. When threatened, a spitting cobra doesn't just rear up, it takes aim. It can shoot a stream of venom from its fangs with incredible accuracy, usually targeting its attacker's eyes from up to 8 feet away. The venom is primarily cytotoxic, meaning it destroys cells. While it probably won't be fatal on your skin, a direct hit to the eyes causes immediate burning pain and can lead to permanent blindness if it's not washed out right away. Some spitting cobra venoms also contain neurotoxic components. This move isn't for hunting. It's purely for defense against big threats like us. It's a projectile weapon, a chemical spray made to stop a threat without the risk of a physical fight. Coming in at number 6 is an animal whose stunning beauty is basically an advertisement for how deadly it is. The poison dart frog. These tiny, jewel-like amphibians from the rainforests of Central and South America are famous for their brilliant colors, which warn predators that they aren't a meal, but a container of poison. Their hands-off danger comes from the powerful toxins secreted through their skin. The most well-known is batrachotoxin, a neurotoxin so strong that the amount on a single golden poison frog could kill 10 adult humans. The frogs don't actually make the toxin themselves. They get it from the ants and other arthropods they eat. The danger isn't from an attack, but from simple contact. Indigenous tribes have historically used the frog's secretions to poison the tips of their hunting darts, which tells you everything you need to know about its power. If you were to handle one of these frogs with a small cut on your hand, or touch your mouth or eyes afterward, the toxin could get into your bloodstream, leading to nerve paralysis and cardiac failure. It's a passive killer whose very skin is its weapon. Entering our top 5 is a creature so small it's almost a myth, yet its sting can unleash a world of pain. Number 5 is the irukandji jellyfish. Found in the waters off northern Australia, these box jellyfish are tiny, with a bell often no wider than a thumbnail. Their tentacles, however, can stretch up to a meter long. What makes the irukandji so terrifying isn't just its venom, but the bizarre and delayed reaction it causes, known as irukandji syndrome. The first sting is often mild, maybe like a mosquito bite, but about 30 minutes later, the victim descends into a nightmare. Symptoms include excruciating muscle cramps, severe pain, nausea, sweating, extreme anxiety, and a terrifying feeling of impending doom. You might never even see the tiny jellyfish that got you, and you won't know the danger you're in until it's much, much too late. At number 4, we have an insect whose danger isn't in its bite, but in the microscopic stowaway it carries. This is the tsetse fly. Found across huge areas of rural Africa, this fly is the carrier for a devastating disease. The tsetse fly's method is a classic hands-off kill. The fly is just the delivery guy. When it bites a human to feed on blood, it transmits the trypanosoma parasite. In the early stages, the disease causes fever, headaches, and joint pain. But as the parasite crosses into the brain, it unleashes the disease's famous symptoms: confusion, personality changes, and a wrecked sleep cycle, which is where the name sleeping sickness comes from. If it's not treated, the disease is almost always fatal, as it causes neurological damage, coma, and eventually death. While major control efforts have dramatically cut down the number of cases, thousands are still at risk. Our number 3 spot is another tiny killer that works by proxy: the assassin bug, specifically the species known as the kissing bug. These insects, found across the Americas, carry a parasite that causes a slow and often silent illness called Chagas disease. Like the tsetse fly, the kissing bug is a vector. It gets its name from its creepy habit of biting sleeping humans on the face, often near the lips. But the infection doesn't come from the bite. The bug defecates as it feeds, leaving behind feces contaminated with the Trypanosoma cruzi parasite. When the sleeping person scratches the itch, they accidentally rub the feces into the wound or their eyes or mouth, letting the parasite in. The initial phase might have mild symptoms or none at all, but years or even decades later, up to 45% of infected people develop chronic, life-threatening problems. Barely missing the top spot is an animal often called the most venomous creature in the ocean, the Australian box jellyfish, Chironex fleckeri. This ghostly, nearly invisible predator drifts through the coastal waters of northern Australia and Southeast Asia, trailing tentacles that can be up to 3 meters long. This isn't a passive animal, it's an active and brutally efficient killer. Its hands-off deadliness comes from millions of microscopic stinging cells, called cnidocytes, that cover its tentacles. On contact, these cells fire tiny, venom-filled darts. The venom is a mix of toxins that attack the heart, nervous system, and skin cells all at once. The pain is immediate and overwhelming. In severe cases, the venom is so cardiotoxic, it can cause cardiac arrest and death in as little as 2 to 5 minutes, long before a victim can even get back to shore. Survivors are often left with permanent, whip-like scars. The box jellyfish is underwater terror personified, a nearly invisible executioner that kills with the slightest touch. And now, for the #1 deadliest animal that kills without ever really touching you. It's not the biggest, the most venomous, or the scariest looking. In fact, it's an insect so common that most of us don't give it a second thought. The deadliest animal in the world is the mosquito. This tiny insect is the ultimate hands-off killer, responsible for more than 700,000 human deaths every single year, with some estimates putting the number closer to 1 million. Like the tsetse fly and kissing bug, the mosquito is a vector, but the scale of its destruction is unmatched. Its bite transmits a terrifying list of diseases, including malaria, dengue, West Nile virus, yellow fever, Zika, and chikungunya. Malaria alone kills hundreds of thousands of people annually, with a child dying from the disease roughly every 40 seconds. The mosquito doesn't kill with fangs or its own venom. It kills by being the world's most effective delivery system for microscopic assassins. It has shaped human history, decided the outcome of wars, and continues to be a relentless plague on humanity. It is small, silent, and its impact is global. For its unbelievable death toll and its purely hands-off method of delivering disease, the mosquito is, without a doubt, the deadliest animal on the planet. From the toxic feathers of a bird to the parasitic bite of an insect, nature's most efficient killers prove that death doesn't always come from a head-on attack. They use silent, invisible weapons, turning a simple touch, a distant spit, or a tiny bite into a fatal encounter. The animal kingdom is full of wonders, but it's also a reminder that sometimes the most dangerous things are the ones we overlook. Which of these hands-off killers shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this trip into the world of silent assassins fascinating, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the wild. Thanks for watching.